Hey, what's up, Roxstars? It's Rox, and I am coming to you today with a review for Real Housewives of Atlanta, Season 9, the season finale. Yes! Oh my god, this is the only fucking show that lasts a fucking half of a year. 6 fucking months. I know that's 3 fuckings in a row, y'all. Bitch, that means I'm so over it. Oh my god. We got 4 weeks of reunion, so that's another month, but at least we are out of new material. It'll be new full of fucking niggatry, but at least it'll be shit that we thought that we knew about y'all. Anyway, it's all done and I'm happy. Okay, so the review. Let's get to it, shall we? Alright, you guys, let's get Portia and Candy out the way first. Portia. She and her sister go and visit their father's grave. Mr. Hosea. Is he the junior? Yeah, I think he was a junior. You guys know her grandfather was the civil rights activist Hosea Williams, and her father, she and her sister shared together. They had different mothers, so as they were growing up, there was some issue there. As these blended households can go, the sisters didn't get to, you got to split your time up between families. So, I understand how it goes, child. We can't get all into that, okay? But anyway, it was a touching enough scene. They went to go visit the father's grave. Just sat there and talked to him. Portia says she realizes that her father would be displeased with the fact that she is just trying to have some makeshift baby. Not makeshift. But, she's trying to have a makeshift family. That she doesn't necessarily, in love with Todd, and her just trying to have a baby out of the blue is not the best way to go. This was her come to Jesus moment, I guess, her realization that the way that she's been doing things is probably not the best way. But, they assure their dad that they are best friends now, even though it might not have been that way for them growing up, and that they're just trying to make him proud. So it was a touching enough scene. Then as far as Candy, okay, so we saw at the beginning of the season the dramatics with Candy and her ignorant ass baby father, Block. Actually, we didn't have much interaction with him. It was more with the girlfriend. She talked to him on the phone, but if that didn't tell you that the motherfucker is stupid, then I know something, okay? He is retarded. I don't know what other insulting words. I can come up with a whole bunch of them. A bitch ass nigga, a motherfucker. He is just really the worst. I just don't like him because he's ignorant. And anyway, we're not going to sit here with a bash moment on Block, but I will just say that Candy and little Riley, they go and have lunch with Block. Okay, now Candy says he has been reaching out to Riley a little bit more, so we are going to her favorite place. See if they can come to some agreements and try to get this relationship back on track. Okay, now Riley, the whole time she just sort of like she was so scared. Okay, it actually is not even a laughing moment. It's really sad that a child feels this way about their own flesh and blood. Their own father has lived in the same city as them. I get it. Parents have all kind of fucking drama. They don't get along and all of that. But I just always feel that parents should make every effort and opportunity that is available to them to have a relationship with their child. I understand that it is hard when the child is little, but when you get to Riley's age, it is definitely not impossible. You get their phone number. These kids have cell phones now, and you talk to them. I 100% believe that Candy, even if we was to give him a benefit of a little bit of a doubt, she may have been difficult, as Riley was growing up. I don't even really think that, but let's just say if she did, now the doors is open. You know that you can contact your daughter. She is 14 years old now? It's not impossible. And I know everybody always says that Riley is huge and all of that, but if you didn't realize yesterday that Riley is still a child, and if your heart didn't go out to her, because like I said, nobody should be afraid of their father. And she is afraid of Block. Okay, when he got there, he just like, what's up? What's going on? And Candy was just like, everything's good. He asked her what was going on with their lives at the moment, and Candy says that, she's working with her artist and, even put a song out for Riley. Okay, the nigga said, let me hear it. She was like, gladly, I'll send you the link right now. Okay, so we get Riley's song, better late than never. Is what they say. He's listening to it, and he's just like listening to the words, and it ain't making him sound all that good. He's like, oh, who wrote this? I just took what she said and just put it on the paper for her to sign. Candy was like, don't blame that shit on me. But of course, he's ignorant. And he thinks that that's what Candy thinks. Okay, he was calling her the translator. He even had the nerve to say that Riley is brainwashed. And I was just like, oh my God. It really is people that think like this. Just be in so much fucking denial. Remember I told you about that terrible boyfriend who didn't realize that they were so terrible back when when you was in a relationship with them? That is block. I mean, like, how do you think that you've been in contact with your child when your motherfucking ass hasn't? Talking about that Candy needed to be the one to put her up to calling him. And okay, even if Candy should say you should call your father, when you know it ain't happening as the damn daddy, then you should be making an effort to do it as well. You just see, I just can't stand a pass the buck motherfucker, okay? That's what the hell he is. Add that to that list. Anyway, Candy says, I'm gonna give you a little space, let you guys sit and talk. So he was just like, so what's going on with you? You trying to act like I don't have a relationship with you? And she was just like, you don't really. He was like, it's not true. I was there when you were born. I was there in the hospital and everything. Ask your mama. But did you sign the birth certificate? No. I was glad she said something. All right. And that probably took a lot out of her just to get that out. I mean, because she's trying to maintain some sort of respect for this man because he's an elder. Not even the fact that he's her father. But, he was just like, oh, okay, well, I'm here now. When Candy came back, again, he was just going on with that translator, brainwash shit. Okay, but Riley was just like, I just want to make it clear I'm not brainwashed at all. Yes, the child is not brainwashed. We have all watched this go down for the last few years. We have watched that girl grow up. And you should fucking be ashamed of yourself, Block. He is so disgusting. I don't care what anybody says. He is a fucking asshole. And then this Chateau Sheree housewarming. Okay, now they saved it to the finale. Okay, and I guess we should have known that they would, because if they did it earlier in the season, then we would have to have seen Sheree living in the fucking house. And we know she don't live in the house, okay? It's too bad, because I swear I thought she was living in the house. I told you guys that people have said that they have been there and visited, and it is quite the grand spectacle, that it is beautiful. I've heard that quite a few times. So while she's not necessarily living in the house, she definitely is giving tours. She's sneaking folks in on the low, obviously, but look, I don't know why she has to fake the funk so much. I mean, I see why she has to fake the funk, because we've been, like she said, it's been 5 years in the making, right? Still not in the house. That is Sheree's whole MO, is that she lies about this house. It's ridiculous now. It really is, especially after you act out this whole long thing on camera. And then, when we in the blogs and in real life today, we know that she's still not in that fucking house. And now they're trying to get her to sell the house. I don't know how they're going to do it. It's the mama's house. But I guess there may be some legal ways that they can force her to try to sell this house, because she hasn't been paying her contractors. Now, we done already talked about all of that, okay? But, she's getting ready for this housewarming. She says that everything has to be over the top. Okay, Sheree doesn't do anything small. All right, bitch, you been doing that condo for 5 fucking years. All right, but that's neither here nor there. She's fussing at the people because it gets down to the wire and her appliances aren't there. The guy was just like, I don't know where they got him from. He was just like, yeah, it didn't deliver. He was looking all stupid. She was looking at him like, what? What you mean it didn't deliver? Girl, you knew them damn appliances wasn't delivering. You wasn't spending all this damn money for some appliances to be sitting up in some house that ain't nobody living in, right? I mean, we really had to just go along with the program and the plan, okay? And just act as if last night, and it just got on my nerves. But I mean, listen, we gonna let Sheree have it. We gonna let her have it, because at least we did get in there for a night. It's a masquerade theme. I don't know if I felt like it was masquerade. She didn't even have a fucking masquerade mask on. But it's a masquerade theme party, as they're delivering furniture down to the very last few hours before the party is gonna get started. Look, they get it all set up, and it is that night, okay? She's got the like, can you call it the bat signal of Chateau Sheree on the fucking wall? It was terrible. But she is so funny, you guys. She says the funniest shit. I mean, it'd be real shady. I know everybody's gonna say everybody else say it, and then it ain't shady. But the minute that Kenya say it is shady. It is shady, and you guys know it, but it is funny shade, okay? I'll admit when shade is funny as fuck. Okay, so Sheree and her daughter are getting ready. They're doing their makeup. Her mom shows up. She says her mom is down there visiting. I said, Mama moved from the other room. She was like, bitch, what you mean visiting? This is my damn house. She said she want to make her mama proud, okay? Child, I don't care who tell it. Ash, excuse me. But whatever. Okay, again, we playing along. Alright, the guests start arriving. Portia comes and, she says that it is beautiful. Candy comes and she says that it is beautiful. She's in love with the chandelier. Alright, I loved it. You guys remember, I know you guys won't remember Hollywood Shuffle, but it... Anyway, y'all, I just remember her name was Chandelier. Has nothing to do with nothing, y'all. Excuse me. Let me get back on track. Cynthia gets there, and she's salty that Peter is kind of giving her the brush off. I was like, oh, Peter is putting a little extra on it, okay? But I guess Peter is just like, fuck this. I ain't gonna be tap dancing for nobody no damn more. And besides the fact that they really wasn't even in a divorce yet and he had to act as if maybe the nigga got tired of it. Fuck, I know I would have been. Kenya gets there. Phaedra, Phaedra has her date is Dwight. Dwight is a blast from the past. Dwight was the one that always would put Phaedra up to her fuck shit. Her classy ghetto ratchet that she would try to do all the time. So, he was a blast from the past. They get there. So we got the whole group of everybody there. Even got Marlo there. Kim and her husband show up. It was anticlimactic considering we already knew that she was going to be there. All we needed was Nene, and I was really just a little small part of me was hoping that Nene was there, but alas, she was not. But the gang is all here. This part of the show was really, it just felt like they was jamming a whole bunch in at one time. Oh, I forgot to add that Lisa Wu was there, so that's why I said the gang is all there. Sheree said that her and Lisa have kept in touch. Her and Kim have kept in touch, even though, she tried to pull Kim's wig off back in 2009. She was in the wedding 2012, so it was all good. I didn't even realize she was in the wedding. I don't watch Kim's show. But I was cracking up when Sheree said that she was glad that Kim, found a babysitter for all her fucking kids. So I said, girl, Kim is there for a check, not for your ass. I really hope they bring Kim back next season because Kim definitely can hang with these bunch of girls. Now, Kenya and Candy. Kenya says that she has to go to the bathroom. You can already tell that Kenya has that mischievous way that she's about to try to get into some shit. She must have probably peeped that there was security standing at that basement stair. And the minute that them motherfuckers walked away, honey, she was like, come on, Candy, we going downstairs. Is the bathroom down here? That big ass house, I know it had to be a bathroom on the floor that they was on, but she go down there, she's like, oh my God, she said her house was more finished than mine. I was like, Kenya, don't even try it. Just like Candy said, there's plenty of people out here in Atlanta who have huge basements that are unfinished. Okay, I have a friend who has a party in her basement every year for her birthday, and she has an unfinished basement, and who cares? Okay, everybody still goes to the party and have a good time down there, so it's not like that's an unheard of thing, okay? Especially when you got all the shit that you got to be taking care of above ground. Fuck that below for a minute right now, okay? So Candy was just like, that's no big deal. But while they down there, child, I can't remember what Sheree's friend was, but honey, she was so mad. She was like, who told y'all come down here? You ain't supposed to be down here. I said, oh God, here goes Sheree's guard dog. That bitch probably was the one that was sitting at the stairs and they had to miss them slip down there. They go upstairs and honey, she go and tell Sheree they was downstairs, them too. Sheree was like, who was downstairs? Who would go down there unless they were trying to be messy and shady? Get some shit started. I was like, Kenya. Candy was just like, you know how it is when you get in trouble, you done did some shit you weren't supposed to do. You just be standing over there like, I ain't gonna say nothing. If anything, they got it on camera that Candy was trying to act like it was no big deal. But, Sheree was mad. And then it was just so much commotion because everybody was kind of fussing at Kenya Not really Candy, but more so Kenya for going down there. And Kim jumps in like, why would you go downstairs if, you know, they didn't tell you to go downstairs? Okay, it's plenty enough to see on this floor. You know, Kenya was like, first of all, I'm not even talking to you. So don't you talk to me about shit. But of course, Kim can't let it go. And she starts in on Kenya. Well, Kenya started it. I won't say that, but honey, Kim definitely did finish it. She goes on about her husband not working. That's what Kenya said. And she was just like, excuse me, he got $20 million and, you know, playing in the NFL. So we're good, even though, you know, he's not playing right now. So I'm hoping that he saves some of that 20 million. But alas, Kim does have a lot of things that Kenya would like. And, you know, when we talk about it in a perfect world, okay, she would like to be married, I'm sure. She would like to have children. I'm sure she would like to be in a big home. I don't even know if Kenya really wants to have kids. I think it just sounds good. She likes to say it. But she doesn't really put forth much effort to really make it happen. Okay, you trying to get in relationships with fuck-ass niggas that ain't got shit going for themselves. This old young-ass nigga who ain't got no sense. The motherfucker is just plain crazy. You know, so it's like, if that's what you was really trying to do, you ain't really getting material. Who the fuck is having a baby with Matt? You know, Kim goes back and forth with her. You know, Kenya says that she looks like a duck, which she does. You know, her whole mouth is sort of like, you know, I can't even do it. That's my Joker mouth. That's Masika. You know, they're arguing back and forth. At the same time, we see Phaedra and Portia. Okay, they try to distance themselves from all of that going on, and they're just walking around the house and taking their own little tour. The little shit that we did see, like I said, is beautiful. That bathroom, that shower. Okay, I mean, what the fuck is we having a group shower up in that bitch? I mean, can you imagine? It seemed like I would be scared up in there, though. Girl, you gonna be in that house all by your damn self? Well, I guess you gonna have her mama in the... Her mama was like, bitch, you ain't gonna be in this house by yourself without me. So we had all that going on, you know. But Sheree was constantly and continuously trying to get the attention back on her because Kenya and Kim almost stole the shine. Let me get it back on me. You know, she takes her little ball gown skirt off, and now she has on a bodysuit. You know, they was like, come on, camel toe. I'm so mad that Sheree did not slay this season. Like Sheree has a body that's nice, and I mean, I know she ain't got that kind of money like the rest of the girls, but I just wish that she would have brought it a little bit more. Okay, maybe once she can get to next season and her check go up, maybe, you know, we can ask for a little bit more. But anyway, all that commotion was going on. I did forget to tell you guys that, you know, Candy and Kim did have a conversation. You know, Candy's like, it has been so long and we really don't even know each other anymore. So they kind of have a fake, we got to get together and talk. You know how it is when you see somebody say, girl, we got to have lunch. He's like, absolutely. You have no fucking intentions of getting together with them. That is Candy and Kim. Too much water under that bridge. You know, the shit about Candy not getting any money off of that song that she made with Kim. You know, I don't even know if there was a contract. This was on the homie hookup, and Candy has been burned a few times. So, yeah, Candy now, she just really ain't got it out there for Kim like that. Then she felt like Kim stole the baby name. Fuck, I don't give a fuck. I name my child whatever the hell I want to. When I was pregnant and my sister-in-law was pregnant, we was pregnant at the same time. You know, I was going to name JoJo, and she had said that she was going to name her son Joe. As, you know, they had talked about Joseph as well, because Joseph is actually in both of our families. My husband's family and my family. So my husband had wanted to name Joe after his grandfather. So we had already settled on Joseph, okay? And I remember my sister-in-law telling me, oh, we was going to name our son Joseph too. And I was like, that's fine. You can name him whatever, okay? Mine is still going to be Joseph. They ended up naming their child Joshua. But it was, you know, and actually he looked more like a Joshua anyway, baby. But, you know, I was just like, I don't give a fuck if it's 2 Josephs in the family. In my husband's family, it's about 15 Josephs over there. Some kind of which way, either first or middle name. So I was just like, you know, one more ain't gonna kill the bunch, right? So, I said all that to say what? Y'all, I had coffee, so I just feel like I'm just going 100 miles a minute. But anyway, they have this conversation, and I guess they're gonna try to be fake friends, because if Kim comes back next season, see, let me put y'all up on game. If Kim comes back next season and Kim and Nene are somewhat cool, I told you guys that Candy, because she is about over the rest of these bitches on this show, Candy is probably going to be friends with Nene now. And that's why Kandi and Kenya seem to be pretty cool, because Kenya and Nene are cool now. Okay, and I don't know what's gonna happen with Cynthia. Okay, I know they saying that Phaedra, everybody wanted me to do an extra video on the fact that Phaedra might get put off, and no, we're not doing that, because I had already heard that. Okay, but I've also heard that Cynthia might get put off. You know, you don't never know this shit until, like I told you guys, summertime, when it comes down to the time when they really start recording. Then you really know. Okay, but I mean, I guess we can kind of believe the rumors on Phaedra, but I think that Kandi is going to be against Portia, and there's going to probably be an alliance with Kandi and Nene, which is going to be the two biggest names on the show next season, if indeed Nene does come back, which I'm pretty sure that she will. She's been all but saying that she is. So that's why I think that this is what's happening. I'm forecasting for y'all. Okay, but when Kandi and Phaedra had the conversation, Kandi apologizes for having the girl come out straight out before, you know, Phaedra could even get on her about that, because Phaedra had been told Portia, when Portia told Phaedra that Cynthia had been told her that the girlfriend came to the opening of the OLG. When Portia told Phaedra, she was just like, I'm about ready to knock somebody's head off. I said, bitch, where? I know you don't think you fixing to knock Candy's. That bitch is Tri-Cities. Okay, she will fuck Phaedra up. Okay, not the Southern Belle. Child, stop it. Try to act like you was gonna do something. I mean, Kandi is not gonna fight Phaedra. It would really have to go far for that, but you know, let's just keep it real. Now, I like the fact that Kandi apologized to her right off the bat. Okay, kind of took some of the steam out of Phaedra's fight, but Phaedra still, you know, was holding tight to it. She was just like, me and Kandi is not friends. We not never gonna be friends, okay? So then Kandi asked her about this whole shit with Johnny. Were you the one that gave him the advice about suing me? And, you know, Phaedra, she give her some bullshit about client confidentiality and how she not supposed to say shit, but she don't know Johnny. They not friends, okay? She not trying to take him around. I was just like, bitch, you are blatantly lying. No, we didn't watch you do it on the show. Stop it. I don't understand what. When we actually see it with our eyes, what is the purpose of you sitting up here lying to her because you don't want to be confronted about it? But just a minute ago, you said you was about ready to knock some heads off. Okay, let's get this shit out in the open. See, that's the reason why I actually believe the reunions, even though they be so draining, as opposed to Love and Hip Hop and, you know, the whole VH1 reality show shit. Bravo makes it a point to try to get to the bottom of some of these issues. And the fact that Phaedra is sitting up there lying, that is why they're saying that Phaedra is getting kicked off of the show, because they are pissed at her for really carrying out Carlos King's agenda of lying on Kandi and Todd, supposedly because Todd and Carlos King fell out over Hollywood Divas, over some Escape biopic that is supposed to be coming out, and just a number of bad business decisions, I guess, that has been made between the two of them. So now they have decided that they are enemies, and so they're saying that Carlos fed Phaedra all of these lies about the Burress Tuckers, to the point where even Andy is over it. And you guys know that Andy loved Phaedra. He loves the kids, okay? And so for all this lying to have been happening, I guess we'll see it in the next 4 weeks. But the fact that everybody is just kind of over the fact that Phaedra just did so much blatant lying, okay? They saying that they got her put off the show, but we'll see. We will see. We will see, okay? Until it's confirmed from the show or from Phaedra, we just can't go by any of that just yet. And so then the last little parts that they said, it was really nothing, okay? That let you know that ain't really nobody got too much shit going on right now. They said Phaedra's divorce was thrown out. Okay, as of now, she's still married, even though she brought fake divorce papers to the fucking reunion. Ain't that some shit? They say OLG is open for Kandi. We've seen it all over Instagram, okay, and it is a hit with that 3-hour wait they have there. And they also say that Kandi is raking in dough from Ed Sheeran's song. You guys know that song that they took the melody of Scrubs. Is it Scrubs? Yeah, Scrubs. They took the melody of Scrubs, and Ed Sheeran has that song. What is it? Something of You, Shades of You, or something like that. That's a hit. Kandi and Tiny are making some money, and more money, more money, more money. Cynthia and Peter are dating, okay, but not each other. They say that Portia came out with a new detox called The Dump, and that she and Todd are really not a couple, which we already knew that. They say that Kenya has a PSA on domestic violence. I was like, that's all they put as her final little thing? That shit is shady. Like, everything else going on in your life, they gonna talk about a PSA about domestic violence. And then lastly, they had Sheree, who says that supposedly she's living in her home now, even though they don't believe that she is. And like she said in her speech, she didn't rely on no man to help her build that house. She didn't rely on nobody to help her build her house. I said her mom was over there just a size fuck like this. That's it, y'all. This bullshit is over. Reunion 4 weeks coming up, y'all. Get ready. Alright, you guys, so that's it. Make sure that you rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I'm itsrox. The channel is for itsrox. Everything else I do will be in the bottom bar. Alright. So I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. I plan on doing the same. Till next time, Roxstars. Bye.